schedule starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Back at the 15-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Oh, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find out.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now Tua on the option. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Ravens nothing.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Townsend. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Tua now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Tua now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Tua to try again on second down. Side open is Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Sanders' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Pick up at 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw again is Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. This time, Jackson will throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Dolphins.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man is Duvernay. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 3.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up
on 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now it's Breida. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go right back to White here on 1st down. The 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
The kick.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Play brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
At their own 40.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and really pouring it on now are the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 39. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Dolphins. 1st and 10.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a short gain here down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 14. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Breida. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Ready. Squeeze. He's time to win. Hey, go Fury. Check nickel.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Switch up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Again, it's Barkley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
The Dolphin field goal.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.